Okay, so this is Justin for Sprint5. So the first thing I want to show real quick is just that in the collision test pair, the stuff from last week was fixed so that this is not being super inefficient. So just that real quick. Next up was the terrain model, which was the terrain class that was needed to be created. So all this stuff is set up here for this. It's got its E-plane model, and then it's got two-dimensional vectors of the min and max corners for all of the cubes or AABBs inside of the terrain. Other than that, it's just the general setups and all the gets here. So I'll go through the CPP real fast. So first is just the constructor, which sets everything up. So this was pretty much what we had in our graphics class, with the addition of creating the corners of all of the cubes inside of the terrain. So just this setup here. Other than that, the winding and all that stuff was from the graphics class. Next, we just made an update terrain just in case the user ever wants to move or scale the terrain for whatever reason. Also, it's for setting up the correct AABBs in that. Other than that, we had the get AABB from a vector. So this was the first step in the slides. So just finding that out. That this is in this is in Math Tools now. But other than that, it was just a get for the array. So I'll show what I did for the visualizer here. So the first thing, actually that was not. This was the first thing to visualize what I called the sea of cubes on the terrain. This just visualizes all of the AABBs. So next up was the show terrain with the B-sphere. So all of the AABBs that were underneath a B-sphere would show up using this function here. And then just some of the edge cases were taken care of, so at the edges of the terrain. Other than that, I think that should be good for that. Other than that, just the model manager, which is where the terrains are stored. It's pretty much exactly just like any of the other managers we did. I just put in another table, another hash table specifically for terrains. So if I go to the load resources, down here, I made another section just for loading height maps, or I guess loading terrains, I guess I should call this, but just having this here, and this is what goes ahead and creates the terrain. Other than that, maybe I should show that it works. There is one small problem with the third step that I just could not spend too much time figuring out or trying to figure out and still having issues with. So it's kind of hard to see, but this one in the center here is blue, and the other ones are red, or black, I mean. So the black is supposed to be any of the cubes that have the B-sphere over it, and the blue ones are supposed to be cubes that are actually being touched by the B-sphere. So for some reason it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't, depending on where the center of the B-sphere is. For the life of me, could not figure out how to fix this issue, so that's on the to-do for next week, is just to get that fixed up. But other than that, you can see that all of the terrain is working, and the step 2 is working properly. So there's that. And I do believe that's it. Other than that, I fleshed out the game design doc and the audio fmod document, so these will be here in the Sprint folder. Other than that, it should be good. Thanks.